y'all for tuning back in. It's your boy PBK9s, give you the dog news the way I always do. Fair and unbiased. Some gonna like it, some ain't. You know, I give you the news. Thank you to the ones that subscribe to the channel like always. Thank you to the new subscribers. I appreciate it. I see y'all out there. Appreciate the ones that like the last videos. Appreciate the ones that comment on them. You know, like I always say, let's get into that dog news. All right, you know, we about to start that dog news up. You know, and the old saying used to go, if you can't beat them, join them. You know, and that was the fun part of the game, the fun aspect. You can't beat them, join them, man. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, you can't beat them, tell on them. You know what I'm saying? Can't beat them, tell on them. You know? And you know, it's true that, you know, misery loves company. And for the most part, a lot of people don't know what they talk about when they talk about what they talk about, you know, but they still talk about what they think they know about, you know what I'm saying? And you never let the right hand know what the left hand doing. You know, you never let the right hand know what the left hand doing. And to the ones that's jumping up, you know, laughing, jumping up, laughing, your jump and laugh gonna be short stay. You can best believe that, you know, and y'all gonna pay for that yellow stuff this time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna pay for it. You can bet your bottom dollar that. To the folk that hit me up, you know, I didn't answer a lot of messages because I've been doing a lot of different things and my mind been all over the place, you know, just trying to get it together. But you know, I got texts from a lot of folk, you know, and this is not all of y'all, just you know, some of y'all, because you know, I rock with all of y'all, you know, the ones that rock with me. But I just don't be big on folk being nosy and then don't call to check on me when things going good. But when they think things going bad, trying to see what's what, with no, you know what I'm saying, not trying to help the situation, you know. But not saying this about no particular person that even asked me anything, you know, or anything like that or whatever. But I just didn't respond, man. I just haven't been responding because I hear a lot of foolery, a lot of fuckery, and like I say, jump up, be happy now. But it's gonna be short-lived. Remember I told you that. You know what I'm saying? Remember I told you that. It's short-lived. Like 1 week, folk telling me not to talk about this, not to talk about that. Then the next week, folk asking me to talk about this and talk about that. All I can say is go to the news, Google it like you Google everything else. You know what I'm saying? Google it like you Google everything else and see what you come with. And then, you know, you figure out what's what. You know what I'm saying? From there. You know, it is what it is. Like I say, you know how many good things I tried to do in the dog game in the last 6 months? You know how many people call me about it? None. Very few. You know what I'm saying? But moment bad things start happening, phone start ringing. You know, phone start ringing. And I appreciate it. I appreciate it, like I say. I appreciate it. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm convinced that we live in a fucked up country, you know what I'm saying? Because a just to one is unjust to one is an unjust to all, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna take it to the dogs, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna talk about, like, man, we live in a fucked up country, man. Like a country where we spend more time as people rooting for these dogs, these animals. We gonna take it all the way down to the real deal, to the reality of the shit, you know what I'm saying? We gonna take it all the way down. We talking about an animal. I love my dog to death, and if you slap him, you hit him, anything, you're gonna have to really hurt me. I'm just trying to tell you how I feel about animals. I love my animals, you know what I'm saying? I know everybody else love theirs. But end of the day, we talking about dogs, animals. You know what I'm saying? Animals compared to human beings is nothing. Alright? Animals compared to human beings is nothing. But yet, this country, man, I can't seem to figure it out. My homeboys can't seem to figure it out. When I talk to another one, they can't seem to figure it out. We will protest. Somebody get caught for fighting, we will protest. We'll go to the court. We'll rally. We'll wear all the same t-shirts. Stop this cruelty, animal cruelty dude. Stop this animal cruelty dude. And we'll persecute them. And we'll give them time. And we'll send them off away. And then we'll turn around. Won't do none of that to these offenders, to these child molesters, to these rapists, to these all these other people that's hurting these kids and none of that stuff like that. Like, I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. We won't protest. We as black people, you know what I'm saying? Because I love my white folk, period. I love my white folk, you know what I'm saying? But What I'm saying, what I'm saying now is not discrediting nobody, but what I'm saying is, we as black people just got our rights years ago, not too long ago, and people still treat us fucked up. But we got folk who come out here and treat these animals better than they treat folk. We got homeless people out here, you know, who people won't go help protest, but they'll spend all their time to talk about a dog. Spend all their time to try to knock somebody about a dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm convinced now, like, it's just a war on pets no matter what, man. No matter what you're doing with them, like, you can just be doing everything legal. You know what I'm saying? But if you got a certain amount or a certain thing, it's like they try to look at you a certain way. Like, my dog can break out of a cage, yo. My dog break out of a cage. He gets scratched up on his back. My dog fighting. There's no way I can see he not fighting. He been in a fight. Once them scars heal up, he's been in a fight before. That's fighting wounds, you know. You know, it's fighting. It's like, how the fuck can I win? I'm in a no-win situation. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to them dogs, it's like, what? You know. And it shouldn't be that way, because we got a whole lot more important things in this country to worry about, man. You know, there's a lot of people who not even eating every day. But yet, we won't help them. But we go put all this money, time, effort, and all this other stuff, bullshit, into these dogs. Like, we got, our whole system is fucked up, man. We'll give a man 20 years for a piece of crack this big as your thumb. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to a person's life, like I said before, them kids, they get 5 years in jail, 5 years probation, 10 years probation, supervision. You know what I'm saying? The dude who killed Brittany Drexel on the Myrtle Beach, the girl from New York that came down, you know, for a high school break. The dude who killed her from California had done rape about 7 or 8 minor girls in California in the 80s. He shouldn't have been out. I think all of them lived, but I want to say one of them died. In the 80s, he did all that, raped all them kids and everything, and he managed to get home in less than 20 years. Less than 20 years, and he wasn't even out 3 or 4 years before he ended, you know, doing something else. But yet, we don't put no energy into these type of people, but we put energy into dogs, man, as people. Like, we got our whole system fucked up, man. The whole system is fucked up. Whole system fucked up. Same way I say, you know, I'm going to get a little off topic real quick, but I'm going to jump back on. Same way I say, the felon law for felons and firearms. That's a bunch of bullshit meant to keep certain people without having guns. Because listen what I'm telling you. The felon law was created when Brady tried to save Ronald Reagan from getting shot. All right, Brady took the lick and he's paralyzed. We made the Brady law, which means felons can't get on firearms. Okay, since that happened, how many shootings in America have we had? Mass shootings. Now, I'm not talking about in the street shootings. Mass shootings from schools to public places, to all kind of public buildings, to anything like that. How many shootings have we had with a felon that went and bought his pistol in the street that went and did it? Everything that we had in the last 30 years been from people who was able to buy their guns legally. And we still putting gun laws on, making them tougher for people who, you know, ain't even doing the crimes. The street people, the people who are in the streets, yeah, they, you know, we know how that go. You know, people tote guns like that. We're not talking about that. That's not the crimes that the law was created for. The law was created for a mass action. Somebody try to assassinate the president. Somebody going to shoot 30 and 40 people at the same time. Them folk going to shoot up them schools. Them folk going to shoot up them clubs. Them folk shooting up that hotel that time from Las Vegas. All of them folk that can buy guns legally, man. But yet they still making laws to stop people who ain't doing the killing. Like, this whole country is fucked up, man. It's fucked up. And I might get, you know, criticized for saying the things I'm saying, but I can only speak what's right at the end of the day, man. At the end of the day, you know, nobody like, you know, I seen that dog game, man. It's like, I'm tired of talking about the hate, because I know y'all tired of hearing about it. It ain't gonna stop. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to that dog game, man, I used to think this shit wasn't nothing like it used to be. But I know for a fact now, man, this shit ain't nothing like it used to be, man. You can't even, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, I don't know what to say about the dog game now, man. Truthfully, you know, it is what it is. I ain't trying to, like, you know, I talk to swamps and all that, and the swamps is the swamps. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, when I was in a bad mood the other day, and I'm still in one, and I really didn't feel like doing the video, but you know, I gotta keep scratching. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep scratching, and I ain't gonna tell no lie. I ain't screaming in the corner right now. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I'm scratching. I'm coming across. I ain't screaming in the corner, but I'm coming across. And for those who want me to report something, you know what I'm saying? Like I always do, I always report the news. But what I always tell you, man, I report the news after the news report the news. You know, I get the news off the news. You know, I don't get news from word of mouth. Somebody call me and say something happened, and then I report that. No, I don't do it like that. You know, I get the news article and play it in the background or something like that, you know. So the ones that's calling me for the news, I'm Googling it. I can't find it. The news you want, it ain't there. You know what I'm saying? The news you want ain't there. So what you need to do, like I said before, you know, do whatever jumping you're gonna do now. Do whatever hooping you're gonna do now. You know, because it is what it is. You know, that yellow embedded in the sand in this area, man. It's embedded in the sand, man. When you breathe the air, breathe yellow. Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. And folk, a lot of folk, man, see, at the end of the day, a lot of folk ain't never been in that situation where they got 1 dog they love, 3 dogs they love, 15 dogs they love, 20 dogs they love. They ain't never been in that situation where you come home, you used to fucking with your dogs every day. You know what I'm saying? When you're arguing with your wife, that's why I tell you, man, like, dogs is a big part of a man's life. You know, women dog men too, but the men who deal with dogs, you know, a dog comfy in all kind of ways. So you telling me a lot of people ain't felt that feeling of coming in your backyard, looking at the chain that used to be Big Red, looking at the chain that used to be old Black Sid, looking at the chain that used to be Grim Reaper over there, and none of them there. You know what I'm saying? All the aggravation they used to give you, none of them there. You know what I'm saying? You get back there, man, listen, man. That's a feeling. If you got dogs, I wouldn't wish on nobody. Same way as if your dog gets stole or something like that. You know what I'm saying? When you love your dog, you don't want that on nobody else's dog, man. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, you know, like I always say, you know, hater gonna be a hater. You know, we gotta make moves how you gotta make moves. Do them how you gotta do them. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. You got, you know, man, we gotta keep it real. When you gonna go away 100 with it, you gotta go away 100 with it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of folk out there, you know, that shouldn't be in the dog game. You know, it is a lot of folk that shouldn't have pit bulls. You know, there's a lot of folk that shouldn't have them. You know, but I mean, what can we do about that? What can you do about that? But they come around and take everybody's dogs for nothing. What can you really do about it? You know, I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. I deal with dogs every day. I train dogs. I love my dogs. I'm gonna tell you the honest truth, man. A dog is more secured and safer, and a dog feels better on a chain. For the owner, for the yard, for the look of things, the cage look better. You know, as far as making the yard look better, the cage, space-wise, the cage, because you can put more cages. You probably can't even put chains or whatever. But a dog on a chain is a happier dog than a dog in a cage. You know, you can interact with things on a chain. You can't interact with things in a cage. A dog is claustrophobic in a cage, you know, unless you got some big ass fucking zoo type shit where he can just not even feel like he in a cage. But at the end of the day, you know, a regular size 10 by 10 is not the same for a dog, if you really care about that dog, as a chain is. You know, it don't look the same. It look better, you know what I'm saying? But for the dog himself, he's more freer. He has more freedom. If it's not a 10 by 10 and you got like a 4 by 8 or a slim kennel, you know, dog be straight in that. And we ain't got no problem with that at all. But we just talking about reality is a dog is more secured on the chain where he can't escape. And he's more happier on the chain. I could come up to him, I could play with him, walk away, walk back in, walk away, walk back in, walk away, walk back in, without opening the gate door, closing the gate, locking it, opening the gate, close the gate, locking it, walk away. He looking at you at the gate. He man, it is what it is. But like I say, man, that's the U.S. for you. It is. That's where we live at. We gotta go by what laws we got, and we can't break them. We gotta live by what it is. And one thing I will say, man, I'm gonna apologize to a lot of the brothers that be on them dog boards, because there's a lot of, and I said it in my videos, a lot of good dog men, but it's a lot of great dog men that be on them boards. They got their boards open and different things. There's a lot of great dog men, man, and can't let a few bad apples spoil the bunch. You know what I'm saying? Can't let a few bad apples spoil the bunch. And at the end of the day, how much class you gotta, it'll show through the clouds. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta worry about far as a person will try to, and this is what I noticed too. You know what I'm saying? People kept asking me why I talk about hog, or why I talk about this, and then this, and then that, and then this, and then I turn around and look and see, like, every day they got a different puppy, or every day they got a different this or different that. Like, me, man, hey, it is what it is. I'm a competitive person. I'm competitive, but I'm a realist. You know what I'm saying? And I'm humble with it. I ain't the type of person that feel like I can't be told nothing. I ain't the type of person that feel like I know everything. I ain't the type of person that hate on a person that created something. I ain't the type of person that want to, take the spot of a person that created something, a good thing or whatever. I just want to get a part of the good thing if I can get a part of the good thing, or show me how I can get my own good thing, But at the end of the day, man, it's a wicked world. It's a wicked world, man. It's a wicked world, and shit. Everybody, you got people who won't spend the money out their pocket. Everybody can't afford a top dollar dog. You got people who can't afford them dogs, and they sit there and love to talk to you to death with the dogs. They don't hate on you. They sit there and love to talk to you, and they're not gonna hate because they can't afford to get it. You know what I'm saying? They gonna them the kind of people the dog ain't need. But the ones who get mad because they don't got this blood, or they don't got that blood, or they don't got this, or they don't got that, or man, listen, man. You weed out the bad ones, man. You got to weed out the bad ones, or you won't last long when it comes to them dogs, period. Got to weed them out, man. Got to weed them out. And people going to hate on you from the side. They going to hate on you from the side. You're going to have so-called gangsters, So-called gangsters, you're going to have that in your hometown, calling the police on you, thinking they messing you up. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have that. So-called gangsters that get on Facebook talking tough, that'll call the police on you on the side and get you railroad. You're going to have all that, so you got to be smarter and weed them type of folk out from around you. Don't even put yourself accessible to them kind of folk. You know what I'm saying? Because when you make yourself accessible, make yourself where anybody can reach you, anybody can touch you, anybody can see you any given time, then, you're subject to the foolishness. You know what I'm saying? The foolishness is out there. That's what you're subject to when you do that. So just, pay attention, man. Don't be fooled by a bloodline, Pay attention to that man's character more than you pay attention to that dog he got. Because if his character good, then there's a good chance he be telling you the truth about the dog that he trying to let you get. If you getting that dog from somebody that a fast talker, a hustler, motherfucker just trying to push you off a dog, the dog got a good pair, but damn, he gonna tell you what you want to hear to get that, to get that sale or whatever. He gonna tell you what you want to hear. You gotta pay attention to things, man. Everything ain't good because it sound good or because it look good. You gotta pay attention, man. Your mama and daddy ain't sent you to school for 12 years for you to get out here and get shitted by some damn fast talking dog, man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't do it, And don't get, like I say, don't get blinded by the pedigree because, I want to get this dog right here so bad right now. I want to get this dog right here so bad right now, boy. Pay attention to the people you're getting it from. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention. You know, do they all got something bad to say about this person or that person or this person or that person? You know, pay attention to all that shit, man. You know, because a real dog, man, handling himself in a certain kind of manner. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't keeping y'all here too long, my brothers. Y'all have a good night. Y'all thank y'all for subscribing. Y'all stay safe out there. Comment at the bottom. Hit the like buttons before you get up out of here. You know, like I always tell you, stay safe. You know, if you're doing anything illegal, bypass this channel. Like I always say, bypass it, bypass it, bypass it. You know, but y'all stay safe out there, man, and have a good night.